These drills are embedded in the training programs of elite athletes because they target multiple components of performance: agility, balance, reactive speed, and lower body power, all of which are essential for a player like Sinner, who thrives on baseline rallies and quick directional changes. The lateral scuffle is a controlled sidestep movement performed repeatedly to simulate the constant side-to-side motion a player experiences during a point. Unlike running drills, which primarily improve linear speed, this exercise trains lateral acceleration and deceleration. In tennis, the ability to stop, change direction, and push off explosively is often the difference between making a defensive retrieval and winning the point with an aggressive counterpunch. When Sinner incorporates lateral scuffles into his warm-up, he is essentially priming the neuromuscular system for these rapid transitions. From a biomechanical perspective, this drill strengthens the hip abductors, glutes, quadriceps, and calves, while also improving joint stability around the knees and ankles, areas prone to injury under the high loads of competitive play. Sport physiotherapists often emphasize the importance of activating these muscle groups prior to competition, as proper engagement reduces compensatory patterns and lowers injury risk during the match. Slight jump shuffles complement this by adding a dynamic, plyometric element to Sinner's preparation. These involve short, controlled hops while maintaining lateral movement, which conditions the stretch-shortening cycle of the muscles. In simple terms, it trains the ability to store and release elastic energy quickly, a key determinant of reactive speed on the court. When Sinner moves in to cut off an angled forehand or steps around to dictate with his inside-out forehand, the quick push-off comes from the power stored in the lower limbs. By incorporating jump shuffles, he sharpens this capacity, allowing him to cover the baseline with a sense of lightness and fluidity while still being explosive. From the perspective of tennis coaching methodology, both these drills are indispensable because they teach footwork efficiency. Footwork in tennis is not merely about speed, it is about economy of movement. A player who can glide into position with minimal wasted steps conserves energy and maintains balance for the shot. Lateral scuffles and jump shuffles teach Sinner to stay low, keep his center of gravity stable, and use small, controlled adjustments rather than large, inefficient strides. This matters tremendously when preparing to hit out of an open stance or transitioning from defense to offense within a single rally. Coaches at the highest level often refer to this as being ready on the balls of your feet, and these drills train that very readiness. The goal is to challenge his visual tracking, timing, and response to unpredictable stimuli. When he performs these exercises, his nervous system is being tuned to process visual information faster and convert it into efficient motor responses. In simple terms, these drills prepare him to react instantly when facing a powerful serve, a disguised drop shot, or a sharply angled passing shot. The benefits extend beyond speed of reaction. From a neurological perspective, these drills enhance the brain's ability to maintain focus under stress, improving concentration during high-pressure points. Sports science research has consistently shown that athletes who engage in such coordination exercises experience improved anticipation skills, meaning they can read an opponent's body language and shot selection earlier. For Sinner, this translates to getting a crucial extra fraction of a second to adjust his positioning, especially when returning serve or engaging in fast-paced rallies. Moreover, these drills reinforce the synergy between the eyes, hands, and feet. In tennis, the first step is everything, but that step is triggered by what the eyes see and how the brain interprets it. By challenging his reflexes before a match, Sinner ensures that his split step is timed perfectly and that his movement towards the ball is both explosive and precise. This makes his entire game more fluid, allowing him to transition from defense to offense seamlessly. Another key exercise that stands out is the rotational throw using a small weighted ball, typically around 5 pounds. This drill serves multiple purposes, targeting the shoulder complex, arm muscles, and core in a highly functional way that mirrors the rotational demands of a tennis stroke. While it might look like a simple throw, the biomechanics involved replicate the kinetic chain used in forehands, backhands, and serves, making it one of the most efficient activation drills before a match. The rotational throw begins by engaging the lower body and core, as these muscles initiate the twist and transfer of energy through the torso. In tennis, this energy transfer is what creates power without overloading the arm. When Sinner performs this movement with a weighted ball, it activates his obliques, transverse abdominis, and spinal stabilizers, ensuring his rotational strength and stability are primed for the match. This is crucial for preventing injury because a poorly prepared core forces the shoulder and elbow to absorb excessive stress during high-speed strokes. Using a lightweight, such as 5 pounds, is intentional. It is heavy enough to stimulate muscle activation, but light enough to avoid fatigue before competition. The goal here is not maximal strength, but explosive movement and neuromuscular readiness. Each throw emphasizes speed and control, training the stretch-shortening cycle of the muscles, which is essential for producing power efficiently during a rally. Coaches often recommend these drills pre-match because they wake up the fast-twitch fibers responsible for explosive actions like ripping a forehand down the line or generating torque on a heavy topspin backhand. Another important benefit of this exercise is shoulder preparation. The shoulder joint is one of the most vulnerable areas for tennis players due to the repetitive overhead motions in serves and high-velocity ground strokes. By incorporating rotational throws, Sinner enhances dynamic stability in the rotator cuff and scapular muscles, which helps protect these structures under match stress. From a sports physiotherapy standpoint, this is a preventive strategy to reduce the risk of strains, tendinopathy, or impingement injuries that often plague players at the highest level. This drill also sharpens coordination between the upper and lower body, reinforcing the kinetic chain principle. The rotational power generated by the legs and core should flow seamlessly through the torso and into the hitting arm. Practicing this motion with resistance helps Sinner ingrain that sequence, ensuring that during match play, his strokes remain efficient and powerful without unnecessary muscular tension. By using resistance bands instead of heavy weights, Sinner focuses on speed of movement and muscular endurance rather than maximal strength. This is critical because the goal before a match is to prepare the muscles for fast, repetitive actions, not to fatigue them. Bands provide constant tension throughout the range of motion, which strengthens stabilizing muscles and improves control during high-speed rotational movements. This kind of activation ensures that when Sinner launches into his first service game, his upper body is firing efficiently, allowing him to hit his trademark explosive serves without strain. Another significant benefit of this drill is joint health. Tennis places tremendous stress on the shoulder and elbow, particularly during serving. The resistance band exercise promotes synovial fluid movement within the joints, effectively lubricating them and improving mobility. This dynamic preparation reduces stiffness and ensures smoother movement patterns, which is essential for both performance and injury prevention. From a physiotherapy perspective, exercises like these are invaluable because they reinforce proper mechanics and reduce compensatory patterns that could lead to overuse injuries over the long season. Flexibility and mobility also play a central role here. While static stretching alone might increase range of motion, it doesn't prepare the muscles to produce force within that range. Resistance band rotations, however, create what sports scientists call functional flexibility, the ability to move through a full range with stability and control. For Sinner, this translates into a more fluid, powerful motion on the serve and a reduced risk of strain during high-speed strokes. This drill also sharpens neuromuscular coordination. Serving is not just an arm action. It is a complex chain reaction involving timing and precision between the hips, torso, and shoulder girdle. By practicing rotational movements under tension, Sinner grooves this kinetic sequence, ensuring that every part of his body contributes efficiently to the serve. This is why his serve often feels like a bomb. It is not brute force, but a perfectly synchronized explosion of energy, supported by drills like this that prime his system for peak performance.